Okay, so I want to actually talk about some of my own um, sort of struggles, you could say. Not struggles, but something that I've struggled with. And that's I'm actually dyslexic, so that means I have learning difficulty. They now like to reframe it as learning um, difference. But dyslexics or dyslexic people are people who struggle with reading, spelling, and writing. Now, I have never liked not being able to do something, and they found out when I was 5 years old that I was dyslexic. And I bet loads of people who are dyslexic, as soon as I tell somebody, oh, I'm dyslexic, they're like, oh, my son was dyslexic, or I'm dyslexic, or this person's dyslexic. And 1 out of 5 people apparently are dyslexic. So being dyslexic, I generally struggle with reading and comprehension of understanding, like reading and spelling, and sometimes pronunciation, but not often pronunciation. It's more reading. So actually, reading Grandad's letter was one of the hardest things you could ask me to do. I could do other stuff. I could public speak. I could, you know, I could do athletic things. I could learn other stuff. But reading, I've always struggled with, especially reading in front of people or out loud. Um, so it might not seem that interesting when I'm reading. Um, so in the future going forward, if I do read some of my grandfather's letters, um, I suppose it's just being patient. And if people are dyslexic, maybe this page is for you, maybe this channel is for you, because you know, don't let being dyslexic put you off doing something you want to do. If you want to do a YouTube channel and you have to read notes, and sometimes those notes are difficult, or if you want to read books in general, just do it. It took me a long time to get better at reading, and every day I'm still getting better. And it's basically a skill that I've had to learn for the last 10 years. I sit down and I try to read every day for 30 minutes to an hour, maybe sometimes 20 minutes, it's 20 to minutes to an hour every day. And it's something I've always struggled with. And it just means that now that when I'm going to edit my videos, um, yeah, it's going to be a lot of work because I have to retake the video, reshoot the video. I've made a mistake there. I've made a mistake there, and a lot of people, I think, they don't mind as long as you get the sort of message across. Um, yeah, so just to say that that's probably been one of my biggest struggles. Although it's been so much part of my life, it doesn't really feel like a struggle. It just can be a bit frustrating when um yeah, where when you're trying to maybe read in public or something. I would always get freeze up at school. But actually since then I've read in front of um a crowd of like um several thousand people, so it was only a few words, and that was huge for me. And originally when they asked me to do it, I was like, no, no. This was in Taizé, France. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I was so like, no. And then when I finally got around to doing it, they found me a really simple one to do. I was shaking, and obviously public speaking is difficult in general, but I was sitting in the crowd. It was the reading part I don't like, because there's an unconscious like shame with people who are dyslexic, that they don't want something that other people find so easy. Oh, it's just a word and it says this, or oh, of course I don't know how to spell it. It's just how it's spelled. But with dyslexic people, we have to look at a word over and over and over again until we understand it, or we have to spell something over and over and over and over again. or practice the spelling over and over again until we get it. So yeah, just a short one. But the rest of the rest of my channel will be about real people going through real adversities. I just wanted to sort of clarify that with you. So thank you for your patience. In the future, I will try to edit the videos and try to cut any little mistakes. But yeah, so it's exciting.